season. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Golden Gophers offense to go on the attack first. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He has become a key piece of this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his tool.
Snags it and he's open. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, what a start for this offense. That's what you kind of want, man. You want to get in a rhythm. You want to get in the flow. Now, you don't expect 3 plays and 3 first downs, but they'll absolutely take it. But coming out the gates with energy, with passion, executing at a really high level.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Taylor. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Quick release by the QB. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's first and goal.
The Golden Gophers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Quarterback keeper. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll try to pound their way in. And he's in! Touchdown, Golden Gophers! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Thunderbirds offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. They'll be relying on him to make sure this offense is productive in this one. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Jackson will throw. Finds the tight end. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And it's the Thunderbirds will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll go to the counter play. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's going for a big play downfield. Goes high to pull it in. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Takes the easy one to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Inside the 40. He's at the 40. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
How about the big defensive linemen showing off them sweet feet? Great job scooping up the football. They cause a fumble. The big man scoops up. And you know what? You can't even tell the difference. Is that a tailback or is that a defensive lineman? That's how athletic defensive linemen are. Don't look at me like that, Jesse.
So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
It's complete to the left, and he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Taylor has it. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The sure hands, it's Helms. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Floats it out in space. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. He'll get rid of it. Pulls it in. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give is to Taylor. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. And the Golden Gophers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Minnesota!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. The Thunderbirds come to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Might have a chance. They make the stop. And how about that spin move? Turn that into an 8-yard gain. Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he won't make it to the marker. Stonewalled for the 2nd straight play. And it's the Thunderbirds send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Under fire. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Guys, let's talk just for a minute about Minnesota. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman, David. Oh, he's got some space. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. It's complete on the right side. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Let's take a minute just to think about Minnesota. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible.
Makes the grab in their space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. The Golden Gophers are flying down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right down the middle. It's caught. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Coming out with it, it's Jenkins. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of and get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Jackson will throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The Thunderbirds will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt. Makes a move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football.
Caught, and he's got room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Motion from the wide receiver. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw it again. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And it's the Thunderbirds in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Maybe a crease. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. He's got 59 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Jackson gonna throw it. Got his man on the outside. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Thunderbirds!
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score.
Number 97 set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Running inside, it's Taylor. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. The Golden Gophers will boot it away to start the second half. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. The give out of the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Thunderbirds want to crank the tempo.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Out of the gun, the inside give. Made a defender miss. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The play action fake. Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. So now it's second and long. Jackson will throw. They're working that left side. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And it's the Thunderbirds come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air.
Makes a grab and room to run. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, third and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. High the chains now on second and long. Taylor has it. Fighting off the defender. There's some room. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. First and 10 from the 32. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Taylor. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And the Golden Gophers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Minnesota! His third touchdown of his game and his third on the season. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating them time and time again.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
The Thunderbirds with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the grab. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Going downfield for the big play. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on third down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
And it's the Thunderbirds will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He will field this in his end zone. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Road.
Here on the Minnesota sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking left. Got a man. It's Taylor. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Lindsey. Spits it out to the back. He's got his man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Over the middle, it's Smith.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Gets it to the back. Turning it on. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more fourth quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off-play action on first down. Dances away. Makes the catch. It's Taylor. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense.
Makes a catch. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. The give. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And the pummeling has started.
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Thunderbirds have it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's a heat. And he never had a chance.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. And he was looking for the pick 6. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
On the delay, it's Taylor. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. No good. Sure, you don't want to miss the field goal, but a 22-point lead, still feeling good about the way the game's going. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. 4 wideouts set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Flips it out in the flat. Could not make his way to the corner.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And it's the Thunderbirds racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They just haven't been able to hold up and protect the quarterback, and now they face 2nd and long.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse...
Gonna take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Minnesota! A pick 6.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Jackson will throw. Rush is on him. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Thunderbirds with the 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
At the 40, there he goes. And he's knocked down.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because 1st down he got sacked, 2nd in California. He's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the 1st down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this 3rd down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And it's the Thunderbirds back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.